Admiral Kethvar stood on the command deck of the Imperial dreadnought Dominion's Wrath. His 6 arms crossed in satisfaction as he gazed at the blue marble suspended before his massive fleet. Earth hung there, defenseless and unaware, just as the High Command had promised. "No orbital defense platforms," reported his tactical officer, her scaled face gleaming under the bridge's crimson lighting. "No military installations detected beyond the moon. The humans appear to be completely unprepared." The Admiral's mandibles clicked with amusement. The Vaeltherian Empire had ruled 17 sectors for over 2 millennia, crushing dozens of species who dared to resist their expansion. These humans would be no different. "Intelligence reports indicate they've only achieved faster-than-light travel within the past 50 years, continued the officer. "Their technology is primitive, their military scattered across multiple colonial worlds. Earth itself has minimal defenses. Perfect." The humans had been foolish enough to reject the Empire's offer of protection, choosing instead to maintain their independence. Such arrogance could not be tolerated. "Deploy the fleet in attack formation," Kethvar commanded, his voice echoing across the bridge. "No warnings, no negotiations. The High Command wants this system cleansed, as an example to other upstart species." 300 warships moved into position, their hulls bristling with plasma cannons and quantum torpedoes. The largest vessels were the size of cities, their shields shimmering with deadly energy. Against such overwhelming force, no species had ever survived. "Sir," the communications officer's voice carried a note of confusion. "We're receiving a transmission from Earth." "Ignore it," Kethvar snarled. "Begin the bombardment." But something was wrong. As the first wave of Imperial ships moved toward Earth, space itself seemed to shift. Reality flickered, like a mirage dissolving in desert heat. "Admiral!" The sensor operator's voice cracked with panic. "The readings? They're impossible." Where empty space had been moments before, structures began to materialize. Massive, geometric constructs that defied comprehension. They weren't ships in any traditional sense. They were something far more terrifying. Orbital fortresses the size of moons, their surfaces crawling with weapons that seemed to bend the laws of physics. Defense platforms that existed in multiple dimensions simultaneously, phasing in and out of reality. And surrounding it all, an energy field that made the Empire's most advanced shields look like tissue paper. "What in the void?" Kethvar whispered. The human transmission came through again, this time on all frequencies. Impossible to ignore. The voice was calm, almost apologetic. "Imperial Fleet, this is Admiral Sarah Martinez of the Terran Defense Force. You have entered protected space with hostile intent. We strongly advise immediate withdrawal." "Impossible," Kethvar roared. "Our intelligence reports, our scouts, saw exactly what we wanted them to see," Martinez continued. "Did you really think a species that survived ice ages, world wars, and nuclear weapons would leave their homeworld defenseless? We've been preparing for this day for 50 years. The tactical display showed something that made Kethvar's blood run cold. His overwhelming fleet of 300 ships was now surrounded by thousands of human defense platforms, each one radiating energy signatures that dwarfed his dreadnoughts. "You see, Admiral," Martinez's voice carried across the void, "humans have a particular talent for warfare. We don't just fight, we evolve. While you were conquering primitive worlds with technology unchanged for centuries, we were innovating, adapting, preparing for threats we hadn't even encountered yet." The space around Earth rippled again, and more structures appeared. Weapons platforms that existed partially outside normal spacetime, making them nearly impossible to target. Ships that could phase through solid matter, or exist in quantum superposition until the moment of attack. "This is your only warning," Martinez continued. "Leave now, or discover why humans are the only species to have fought wars on every continent of their planet, and survived to reach the stars." Admiral Kethvar looked at his tactical display, at the impossible defenses surrounding the small blue world. His massive fleet, pride of the Empire, suddenly seemed very small and very vulnerable. For the first time in his military career, the admiral of the Vaeltherian Imperial Navy gave an order he had never imagined he would give. All ships, retreat. Maximum speed. As his fleet limped away from the Sol system, Kethvar wondered what other primitive species might be hiding similar surprises. The humans had just taught the Empire a lesson it would never forget. Never underestimate a species that calls warfare an art form.